Essentially, mental health Mondays are ready? Ready? 1, 2, whoop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wait for me to throw it. Ready? Don't be a brat. Don't do that. 1, 2, 3. Good job. We are now at In-N-Out. I ordered some burgers for me and my Lola, and then I ordered a puppy patty for Olive. That's why she's been very quiet, because sometimes she'll bark at people if they come up to my window, but every time she smells In-N-Out, she's very quiet. So that's what we're doing right now.
The seeds that weren't nourishing the seeds, but probably nourishing more of the weeds. Whether it was...
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Would you like any ketchup today?
Can I get 3 spread packets?
Oh, your dog is so cute.
Thank you so much.
You have a good day.
You too. Do not eat that. It's not all for you, Olive.
Sira yung aking ano.
You don't know.
Lay on it. Lay flat.
Or I was just tired of not reaching the goals that I had, or starting things that I've always wanted to.
Okay, I just opened my mail. I got this book. I've actually read this before, but this is apparently an updated edition, so we'll see how it checks out. I think I read it when I turned 20, and then I got a toner because we went to a Korean makeup store, but they were a little bit pricier there, so I just bought it on Amazon instead. It's just a Nua toner. Actually, I forgot most of these things I'm gonna cook with, so I'm gonna keep them out. Should we have pizza with salad or should we eat tacos today? I don't know. Then I'm gonna put these with probably some oats, yogurt, and soy milk because chia seeds are a good source of fiber. They have 8 grams of fiber, so I'm going to put that in there because I generally have pretty good fiber intake. I have, maybe this is TMI, but I have at least like 1 to 2 bowel movements a day. So when people tell me that they don't have a bowel movement for like 3 days, I would feel so backed up because if I don't have a bowel movement immediately when I wake up in the morning, I feel very like off because I work at an outpatient GI clinic, and I will say there is somehow more cases of cancer. That's all to say that we should actually be increasing our fiber intake as opposed to our protein intake, and fiber is also important for our daily intake as well. I'm not a really big like overnight oats girly, and I think it's more so to do with the fact that I don't typically eat breakfast. Quite good. Olive has a very regular bowel movement schedule as well. I am so sorry. I have to clean you. The Anua toner, and then I also got the Anua niacinamide. How much of this you use? I'm not a really big skincare girly, so someone's gonna have to tell me how much I should really be.
Oh, she has hiccups.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, not the hiccups.
Ugh.
I think they're gone.
No, they're not.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another vlog. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jasmine. I currently work as a registered nurse as well as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about my mental health Mondays. Essentially, mental health Mondays are days where I specifically target my self-care. I think as a psychiatric provider, I oftentimes teach a lot of mental health awareness, able to take Mondays specifically as self-care days. But if you don't necessarily have a 4-day work week, you can definitely work this into your Sunday reset as well. Mental health Mondays are essentially that time of the week where I'm able to check in with myself before the start of the week. I think a lot of the times we are fed hustle culture, especially in living in California, living in Los Angeles. Life gets busy and chaotic, and a lot of times we get very overwhelmed with everything that's going on around us. We don't really have that time to do things like self-care. So Mondays are my designated reset day to slow down, do some breath work, be more intentional about taking care about my mental health in general. So for me, there's a lot of components to it. So for one, I like to prioritize movement, and sometimes that can look like walking on my walking pad. Sometimes that can look like walking my dog around maybe a different type of park that we haven't explored. I also like to really do some type of yoga. So I do a mix of yoga and Pilates. Today I specifically did a strength class. Another thing that I've also implemented that I haven't been doing as frequently is my gratitude journal. What I like to say is gratitude is the antidote to anxiety. By showing gratitude of certain situations, it shows a lesser of fear. So when we feel like we have enough and we feel like we have the abundance mindset, there's not as much room for that scarcity. So shifting that mindset from scarcity and you don't have enough and you have so much anxiety and fear to shifting it into the idea of I do have enough, I do have an abundance of things. So that's something that I've been trying to implement myself. Today I'm also going to be visiting my Lola today, and no set plan as to what my mental health Mondays are every time that I do have them. Having the day to myself to do things that I enjoy that I don't necessarily carve out during the week. Probably gonna eat lunch with her, and I know that she really also enjoys seeing Olive, my dog. Actually, there is some research that shows that dogs increase oxytocin levels, so they actually do help with emotional support. So there is such thing as an emotional support animal, and I do think that Olive makes such a huge impact on my mental health as well. So it's been really beneficial in helping me with my mental health Mondays. Another thing that I've also been implementing, which just coincides with walking my dog, is getting sunlight and vitamin D in general. Vitamin D deficiency is so common. Before I had started running, I actually had a vitamin D deficiency, so I would take it orally. Getting that sunlight is so important, not only in resetting our internal clock to help you sleep better at night, but also shifting that mood. So even getting just 10 minutes of sunlight a day can make such an impact on your mood and sleep. Another thing that has been very much a struggle for me is digital detox. I think with this new age of constantly being fed news, social media, taking that time to put your phone away can be really uncomfortable for me. But a lot of my stress is actually accumulated by getting those notifications. So taking the time to unplug and to maybe even take 30 minutes away from my phone, whether that's walking outside with my dog or even walking my walking pad, it makes such a big difference because your brain deserves a break as much as your body does. So if you constantly feel like you're running on empty, this is your reminder to fill your cup. We'll also be cooking dinner later on. We nourish our bodies, but this is also important to our mental health. So oftentimes we think that eating certain things will cause things like heart disease. Increasing your sugar can cause diabetes, but these very highly processed foods can also impact your serotonin level, because oftentimes serotonin is actually built up within your gut. It's very important to our diet because it also impacts how our serotonin levels are, how our mood is, how our sleep is. But yeah, so I'm going to probably be cooking tacos tonight. Tacos, I quote it because they're not like authentic tacos, they're just shrimp tacos that I'm gonna make from Trader Joe's. Alex will leave this empty. I also give her blueberries because antioxidants. She doesn't always eat them, but I also give her carrots, and I like to put a lot of water in it to help hydrate her. So I'm going to feed her now. She's really mad at me because I gave her a shower and she does not want to be blow dried, so I am just gonna let her air dry, and then we're gonna this way, baby. All the way down. All the way down. Down, Olive. Down, why are you sitting like a weirdo? Okay, you can have it. Are you hungry? I fed you In-N-Out. We also got this knife from Japan and they wrote Alex's name in Japanese. I don't know why those have blanked out, but yeah, this is his name in Japanese. It's really cool. You see how sharp this knife is? It's crazy. He's eating now.